All right, let me explain the abmat sit-up. First and foremost, we gotta know what the sit-up is without the abmat. Now what we are is lying on the ground, and there's gonna be a gap under our back because we have this natural S curvature of the spine. When I sit up, that spine rounds out and it literally bottoms out. So it presses all the way down to the floor, fills that gap, and then I'm bottomed out. This is as far as I can crunch. This is as far as I can go. To get up further, I have to swing or use my hip flexors to help bring my torso back up to the seated position. So here's what the abmat does. Notice the shape. That is the same shape as my spine. So we have the fat bit to the fat bit. We want that to be filling the widest part of the gap that our spine makes when we're lying on the ground. So when I lie back on this now, and I sit up by just squeezing my abs, I bring myself all the way up without having to swing, without having to tug on my hip flexors. So then on top of having the abmat fill that void and become a fulcrum that we can press into, I also butterfly my knees out. So this is a movement you'll see in CrossFit when people are doing abmat sit-ups. The reason that I drop my knees out is that, again, it disadvantages the hip flexors. We're trying to remove the hip flexors from the equation so we can get better purchase on just the abdominals to produce this movement. So when I lie down, sitting all the way up, I'm using my abs to do that movement for me.